Hello students, today we will revise an inspiring story, The Happy Prince, written by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was a noted Irish playwright, novelist, poet and essayist born in the 19th century. He is best remembered for his epigrams and plays and novels. The story, The Happy Prince, is about a selfless prince and a kind-hearted little swallow who sacrifices himself to save others. Self-sacrifice, love, compassion, and the joy of giving are the themes reflected in the story. The statue of the Happy Prince stood on a tall pillar. He had his body covered with gold leaves. His eyes were two bright blue sapphires. On the handle of his sword glowed a red ruby. One night, a little swallow bird flew over the city. He was on the way to Egypt, where his friends had already gone. He needed a place to spend the night. He saw the statue and decided to put up there. He sat between the feet of the prince. He called it a golden bedroom. But as he prepared to go to sleep, a large drop of water fell on him. He looked up and saw tears running down the prince's gold cheeks. The bird wanted to know why the prince was weeping. The prince admitted that he was truly a happy prince when he was alive and lived in the palace. After his death, he was installed on this column. From there, he could see the ugliness of the city and misery of the masses. Even though his heart was made of lead, he was deeply moved with pity. The statue commanded the bird to take away the red ruby from his sword and give it to a poor seamstress. She was weak and tired. Her hands pricked by the needle were rough and red. She was doing embroidery on the gown of the queen's maid. Her little son was ill and thirsty. He was asking for oranges, but the poor mother could give him only river water. The bird pleaded with the prince to let him go and join his friends, but all in vain. The swallow acted as the prince's messenger. He flew to the poor woman's house. The boy was tossing on bed and the mother was asleep. He put the ruby on the table, fanned the boy's forehead with his wings, and flew back to the prince. He wondered why he felt quite warm even in cold weather. "That is because you have done a good action," said the prince. The next night also the prince detained the bird. He requested the swallow to pluck out a sapphire from his eye socket and take it to a poor playwright. The poor fellow was feeling cold and hungry. He needed money to keep himself warm enough to finish the play. The swallow flew to the playwright's room and put the precious stone on the faded flowers. The next day, the prince requested the bird to take the other sapphire to a poor match girl. She was crying because her matches had fallen into the gutter. She was afraid of punishment from her father. The swallow extended his stay by another day to do the job. The next day, the bird told the prince stories of what he had seen in strange lands. But the prince wanted him to fly over his city and tell him about the plight of the poor. The bird saw beggars at the gates of the rich. He saw two little hungry boys under the bridge being driven away by the watchman. The prince then decided to help the poor children. He asked the bird to take off the gold leaf from his body and give it to the hungry poor. Thus the two together distributed happiness and made the children smile. The snow came, followed by the frost. The poor little swallow grew colder, but he decided not to leave the prince. He loved him too well. He picked up crumbs out the baker's shop. He kept himself warm by flapping his wings, but he could not live long. He flew up to the prince's shoulder to kiss him and take leave of him. The prince readily allowed him to fly to Egypt, but the bird disclosed that he was going to the house of death. He kissed the prince on the lips and fell dead at his feet. The prince's laden heart suddenly broke in two. The next morning, the mayor and the town councillors looked up at the ugly looking statue of the prince. The mayor first issued a proclamation that birds were not allowed to be there. Secondly, he ordered the statue to be pulled down and sent to the foundry for melting. Since the leaden heart did not melt, it was thrown on a dust heap where the dead swallow was also lying. God asked one of his angels, bring to him the two most precious things in the city. The angel presented him the leaden heart and the dead bird. God appreciated the choice and let them live in paradise. Thank you.